What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and you would think that DC, in the middle of a pandemic, with the comic book industry on the brink of collapse, comic book stores shutting down every single day, that they would look at what Marvel has done these past several years, the way they've forced diversity and representation into everything they have put out, and you'd think they'd say, maybe this is something we shouldn't do, maybe we shouldn't alienate our consumers, but no, they're going full speed ahead, especially when it comes to the future state event that is coming up. This is going to be something, ladies and gentlemen, that may turn off people from DC forever, and I don't want that to happen, but unfortunately, with things like this, I think that may be exactly the case. Exclusive from Screen Rant. DC's newest Flash is a non-binary speedster. Yes, exactly what everyone is looking for in their Flash, to be non-binary, person of color. Yes, please give it to us, DC. That's what everyone was asking for. That's the type of people that want to buy your comics, are the people that are asking for people with pronouns in their bios. Oh man, the Justice League's newest Flash is the upcoming Future State event is Jess Chambers, a non-binary speedster from Earth 11. And of course, this is the headline, right? Because this is the headline they want it to have. This is the only thing that they care about. The fact that this character is non-binary. Their gender or their lack of gender or whatever the fuck they're trying to tell us is the important thing about this character, which we will get into. DC's upcoming Future State event will be the debut of a plethora of new heroes. Oh, we can't wait, can we? One of the most exciting characters set to be introduced is the newest Flash, who will be a part of the future Justice League. The new non-binary hero will debut in DC's very merry multiverse before joining the big leagues with the Justice League. Now, the Future State event is a couple-month event that is only supposed to be, I think, limited to this event. I think this is what 5G kind of turned into when we heard that all of a sudden there were going to be new iterations of our heroes. There would be a new Superman, a new Wonder Woman, a new Batman. There would be a Black Batman. There would be all of these different things that they would be changing about our heroes. That seems to be what Future State is kind of evolved into at this point. DC Comics' upcoming Future State event will shift the DC Universe ahead in time following the events of Dark Knight's Death Metal. The 2-month line-wide event will see the debut of both new heroes and villains, including new takes on Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and more. One of the most exciting reveals was a mysterious new Flash who had little details revealed about them. Jess Chambers, aka Kid Quick, will be part of Earth 11's Teen Justice team before becoming the Flash in Future State Justice League. The character is gender fluid, non-binary, and uses they, them pronouns. Oh, thank God. That's exactly what we needed in DC Comics. Chambers' aunt is a longtime speedster, Jessie Quick. Now, Earth 11, they came out with a little thing about Earth 11. There was a little reference book that they had several years ago that basically said, yeah, Earth 11 is a place where all the heroes are gender swapped. You know, so almost all your heroes are powerful women. I don't know what this means. This hero certainly isn't gender swapped because he doesn't have, or she, or they, or them doesn't have a fucking gender. They're gender fluid. I suggested that Kid Quick could be Earth 11's first gender-fluid character, and once editors saw Lenora Carlina's terrific take on character design, there was suddenly a lot of interest for them for stories beyond the Merry Multiverse special. So listen to that. Listen to this quote. I suggested, this is Cohen saying this, I suggested that this character could be gender fluid, and suddenly there was interest. Not because the character is interesting, not because the design was interesting, no. It was after they saw the designs, but it was after you told them you wanted to be gender fluid, they said, wow, we should really advance this forward, push this agenda. And honestly, I think that's exactly what we're going to see for this entire slate of this 2-month run. And here it is. Look at the new Teen Justice team debuts in DC's very merry multiverse. Aren't you excited to see this? Just look at the concept art and tell me if you're looking forward to it. Let's scroll down a little bit more. We've seen those characters. Donald Troy, there's a man in parachute pants. Donald Troy looks like Kylo Ren a little bit. There's Robin, everyone. There's your new Robin with like kind of the Harley Quinn bobs, I guess. And there's Supergirl. We can't wait for this. This is DC Comics now, and you would think You would think that with what we saw with Marvel's New Warriors, the backlash towards that, the fact that that book essentially got canceled because of how they decided to portray these characters, it was all about representation and about being non-binary, all this kind of stuff that was forced by Daniel Kibblecock and Marvel. That got canceled. They refused to acknowledge the fact that they actually canceled it, but it did happen because they decided to put all of this diversity and representation ahead of the story, like we see in so many forms of entertainment. Just look at what Marvel did several years ago, replacing so many of their characters, putting this focus on race and gender. And you have the pathway to avoid, but no, DC is going directly down it. I don't know why you were trying to do this. The people that want to put pronouns in their bio, the people that are asking for this and screeching for this in every form of entertainment, don't buy the fucking comics. They just don't. But you continue to pander to them and decide to alienate the people who do want to buy your comic books. Chambers can be seen in a brand new costume as the Flash in Future State Justice League series. They will be part of a new Justice League where teams members' identities are so secret they are even kept from each other. It will be interesting to see how Chambers ended up coming from Earth 11 to the mainstream future DC universe. Considering how the multiverse is in peril and multiple speedsters can hop dimensions, there are a handful of ways Chambers could join the main universe. Well, quite a legacy that they're going to uptake. Flash. This is what Flash has now become. A person of color, non-binary, and that's all that matters about you. It doesn't matter about your story, doesn't matter about your history, doesn't matter anything like that. They've decided to put so much focus on what your gender or what your preferred gender state is, your preferred pronouns, and your race, that they don't care about anything else. You heard it from him. You heard it from Cohen himself, right? You heard it from Ivan Cohen himself when he said, once we said it could be gender fluid, they had a lot of interest in this character because they want to push an agenda. And I think it's the wrong move. We've seen how it went with Marvel and their comic books. DC, just get back to the basics. I'm begging you. This is stupid. This is not going to work the way you think it is. It's going to be a big mistake. But I want to hear from you guys. How do you think this is going to work? Do you think this is going to get a big new audience in there that's really interested in gender fluid characters? Or do you think that this might be a big mistake for DC? Let me know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.